Hello, 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 and welcome to Dolphin's Dive. Excuse me, wow, I just randomly got stuff caught in my throat as I started speaking. Welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by yours truly, Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's just LewDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's, well, bottom of the ninth, and eventually Aeon's End, there we go, will be available on Steam, well, Sentinels of the Multiverse, One Deck Dungeon, Bot of the Ninth are available, and Aeon's End will be available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, as well as analog, cardboard, ink, and dice. And you can get the games and more info at Handelabra.com. Hello, Seamus Butler. How are you doing tonight? We are here with Caliana in the Mudlands. I started the game, unlike how I sometimes roll, because I actually had time to get set up for once. And I actually have, well, let me double check if you can see this. I made a big fancy list of achievements that I still have to get. I am very good at organizing, the achievement list. So, let's see, we have on this list 19 achievements that we still have to get. All maxed out: cat-like agility, cheapskate, circling the drain, do you even lift, flame out, gauntlet champion, gauntlet perfection, maxed out, no easy prey, now you see me, unencumbered, untrained, you got good, better not touch, forest gauntlet victor, fully planted, min-maxer, and trick or treat. So we are here with Caliana in the Mudlands because I intend on trying to get the min-maxer achievement. Exile all of the dice of any one color. And I don't know whether the Mudlands is necessarily the best place to do this, but it's a difficulty 1 dungeon, which makes it easier to try to cheese achievements. And the boss itself does have the clause at the start of each round, exile 4 dice. So if we choose, we can exile pretty much all of the agility dice through just the boss fight alone. But we'll definitely have to be careful because, you know, Caliana cannot take 4 hearts of damage, so we'll have to find some ways of dealing with these agility squares, and probably one way of doing so is with heroic dice. But if we can somehow do this in 2 rounds, that's great, because we'll have the agility dice for the first round, and the second round, all we'll just need to do is cover 1 of these 5s. And since he has 12 health, we could even ignore this 5 square. So all we need to do is get 1 5, which we can probably do well enough. But we are playing with Caliana, and we are playing with a different set of talents that we've not really worked with, or at least I've not really worked with too much, because we are in a different tree. So let me just see if I can... Oh, I can't do a new game because that abandons the game. Darn. Okay, well... okay, well... These skills are the ones that we have for now. So Endless Assault is an auto skill, re-roll 2 dice. So any low roll we can try to mitigate more easily. This can also work on heroic dice, I guess. In case we convert 2 dice to a heroic and the number is low, we could re-roll it as we need to. Fearlessness gives us a free heroic die, but only in combat encounters and not perils. So for combats, we're essentially at level 2 right out of the gate. I'm playing on Fearless difficulty, by the way, as I tend to. In Bull Rush, auto skill, reduce the difficulty of each large box by 1. Again, only in combat encounters. All of these are combat skills, so in perils, we'll have to be very careful. Caliana has 1 strength, 1 agility, and 5 mana at base. And you can see on her square, that's what that says. And her heroic feat, whimsicality. The first 3 times a heart will be placed on Caliana each turn or boss round, spend time instead. If Caliana would take damage, the game ends. And this is why she has 0 HP. And furthermore, putting any HP onto her does not help, because the rules say if she would take any damage, the game ends. So if you put like 5 HP on her somehow through all of the items that you pick up, then it doesn't really matter, because if she takes any damage, she just leaves. But the first 3 times she would take damage, we can spend time instead. In a boss fight, spending time means we exile a die, which is fine because we're trying to exile all the dice of a color. And actually, the rule doesn't say we have to win a game after doing it. We just have to. So it doesn't even matter if we beat the golem. We just have to exile all the dice of any one color. But here we are. Let's get started. These are the 4 doors. And you might notice already that we have a hybrid deck, because we have base game encounters and Forest of Shadow encounters, which you could probably see here. Yep, this is a base game encounter. This is a Forest of Shadows encounter, or door, or whatever the proper term is. But yeah, so that. So there are some choices here as to what door to choose, because you can at least determine whether you want to do a base encounter or a Forest of Shadows. Let's do a base game, because I just will always work kind of counterclockwise or clockwise as I tend to. I don't know. Goblin. So X equals 4 per open door, and there's no mana here, which is a bit scary. But do remember that Fairy Fire will spend X mana to gain an X strength and X agility, and Force Bolt, which is slightly different, gain an X strength or an X agility. So that can help mitigate the fact that we only have 1 strength die and 1 agility die. Fearlessness will give us a heroic die. Also, Bull Rush will reduce this armor box to 3. And Endless Assault can reroll dice. Is this worth doing, though? Well, if I can... I mean, we can take 3 hearts of damage. There's currently only these... Oh, no, there's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So we can ignore 3 of these. The consequences actually show that 3 of them are canceled and turn into time. So I have to cover at least 1 of these hearts. What's today's challenge? It's min-maxer. Exile all of the dice of any one color. And if I can get to the boss, that will almost certainly happen. We'll just exile all of the agilities we kind of decided on. Or I decided on. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and gamble this. So we might be able to just do this. A 3 and a 4. Reduce the armor, so we get the 3 there. 4 can cover the heart. And now I just... All right, let's roll the heroic, see what we get here. We get a 4. Kind of would be nice to avoid poison, but it's not as big of an issue. But if Caliana does take damage from poison, it will exile, or not exile, but it will spend 2 time instead, so it kind of doesn't really matter as much. But we do want to try to cover as many squares as possible. I mean, the least amount of time we can spend, the better, indeed. So I could put a 5 into Fairy Fire. That will give me a 5 for agility and a 5 for strength. Might as well do that, right? And then this 4 could cover the time or the heart. It's not really going to matter. But we do have a reroll still. And we do have Force Bolts still. So to get a 5, one thing we could do is to put 5 into Force Bolts and get a 5 strength. And then a 4 there. And there's a reroll, but it's better to do the heroic conversion first. Because it's less likely for me to roll 2 3s with 2 dice than it is for me to roll 1 die with 3 dice. Or 1 die with 1 dice. Bleh. To get at least a 3 with 1 dice. And there we go. Everything's covered. Yay! It is fairy time, indeed. So I guess we could also think about maybe trying to get one of the colored ones. Let's see. Win a game. Where is it? Claiming only magic items and skills. I don't know if that means you can't get potions. I'm guessing not, because it says only claiming magic items and skills and only using magic or free skills. So that might make it much harder. We could definitely just be entirely magic spec'd here. Because between Fairy Fire and Force Bolt, we might be good enough for... Hey, Lucky. So I could get Shimmer Blast. That is a mana skill. And that gives me an extra heroic die in combat encounters. Hey, Sharky, how are you doing? Yeah, we'll just go for the mana. Let's try to do only mana just because I'm completely crazy. And here we are in a peril with no mana in it. Go figure. Yeah, all of my skills are combat skills. So if I'm doing this, I'm basically saying I'm only going to cover the armor. I'm going to flee. No idea what this is, but it's about time you checked it out. It is a dice game where you try to, and I'll try to explain this as I go. It's RPG-like. You try to cover all the boxes. These are boxes. This is a square. The square you can only cover with 1 die. The rectangles you can cover with as many dice as you need to. The stats for your character are based on strength, agility, and mana. And you roll 1 die for each stat you have. So here I can roll 1 strength die, 1 agility die, and 5 mana dice. The black dice are sort of like trump. They can be used anywhere. Trump, not the person, but trump the, trump cards. And it's kind of harder to come upon heroic dice, but if you level up, once you get to level 2, you get 1 heroic die for each encounter. So that's one way to get heroic die. I also have skills here. You get some skills based on things you do. So when you fight a card, and cards physically look kind of cute because like this game is called One Deck Dungeon because the entire game is contained within 1 deck. So the middle part of the card is the encounter, the left part is the item reward, the bottom part is the skill reward, the upper right corner is the experience reward. And physically you would cover up parts of this based on what you're going to use it for. But the encounter here is a peril, and perils we have a choice between 2 options, and thematically the choice here is to either sneak by or charm it. And the clear choice here is to charm it because whichever option you pick in the peril determines the type of dice you can roll. And here I can either roll only 1 agility die, trying to cover the 4 and the 8, which is impossible, or I can charm it, where I'll have to cover the 4 and the 9 with 5 dice, which is more easily accomplishable. So we're going to go ahead and charm it. Plus, this gives me the option for the skill, which is an auto skill, and since I can only claim mana and auto skills, that's kind of nice. However, this was a pretty unfortunate roll. This 4 I can only cover with 1 die, so that would be the 5 there. But this is unfortunate. I cannot cover the 9 with the remaining dice. And I have no options here because all of my skills are combat skills, cannot be used in perils. So I will have to suffer the consequences. Now, at least I don't have to spend this time of consequence. But I will take 2 hearts, 1 time, and 1 poison of consequences. Because it's Caliana, though, Caliana does not actually take damage, so instead of taking 2 hearts, we'll spend 2 time. But generally, I feel like spending time is preferable to taking damage anyway, so that's fine. But we will get a poison, which could affect things later. But I will take the Charmed Panther item, because that is an automatic skill. I don't have to pay for it. I either gain a 4 strength or a 4 agility, which is nice. It's again only a combat skill though, which is useless against Caven, but we're probably never going to be able to deal with Caven at this point. Hello, Wisp. So this is this is a 2 experience encounter, but it's one of the more difficult ones, I feel like. The consequences are minimal, but there's so many squares and it's kind of difficult to cover them all. Animals love fairies. Rolls a dice to fulfill the escape the stream peril. What? No. I'm going to enter this because I'm Caliana and I don't care about consequences, but I do have to be careful here. Okay. So let's use Fearlessness first. It's an auto skill that lets me roll a heroic die. That's a good roll. Bull Rush is not going to help me, but I'll use it anyway because it's free. And I feel like I don't need to re-roll. I'm probably going to use Charmed Panther. I mean, I am going to use Charmed Panther. But I guess the question is, what do I want to do? Oh, this 2 is useless, actually, so that can be Endless Assaulted. But this 5, between the 4 and the 5 here, that's definitely the better option. The 5. For the manas, I feel like Poison is the worst consequence because that's lingering. And it will eventually turn into 2-time, or... Oh yeah, this is a hybrid deck, so it will eventually turn into 2-time. Because I don't have a means of curing poison outside of potions. I want the agility 4. Yeah, because all of these are times. That's right. So we're going to take the agility 4. All of these consequences are strictly worse than this 4. So I want the agility 4. The manas, I feel like I'll just cover all of the bottom parts. And yeah, so what do I want to do here? Let's cover the poison. And then I guess you have choices here, but I think this is going to go towards an agility. Let's do the reroll on the... Oops, did not want to reroll the mana. Oh well. It does say reroll 2 dice, not up to 2 dice, so I didn't have a choice there. It didn't actually help with this agility, though. It didn't make me lose my mana. So I could roll a heroic to try to cover this 3. Or I could just put this in the Force Bolt, I guess. That would be the option that's guaranteed, right? Yes. Or I could also Fairy Fire. I also have Fairy Fire. I forgot about Fairy Fire. Okay, cool. Well, now I can cover a time and 2-time. Woohoo! Forgot about Fairy Fire. That was definitely better. So 1 time, 1 heart turns into 2 times. That's fine. So I'm going to assume I cannot take potions for me to get this achievement, so I'm just going to take the item, which seems silly when I'm Kaliana and I already have lots of mana, but I'm just going to get as much mana as I can. I'll take as much mana as I can manage. Okay, no. I made that pun before. Okay, so this cave-in is kind of just going to be neglected. Boo! Alright, is this mana? There's mana. As long as there's mana, I can do it. Item or skill, these are not manas, so I am going to take the experience. We're going to enter, we're going to magic shield. I'm going to roll 6 mana dice. And we have a 4, so that's good. And we also have a 6. The only way I could have lost this is if I didn't roll anything higher than a 3, or if I rolled a 4, but also 5 1s. So it was very unlikely that was going to happen. Alright, this is done. I'll take the experience because I can't take the other ones. I'm actually at my item and skill limits. So you can see here it says 1 item and 2 skills, which means I can have at most 1 item and 2 skills. And you might have noticed when I picked the mana item that my magic stat actually updated because I actually have a mana item that's boosting my magic stat. And these 2 skills are ones I've taken. All these other ones, you might say, but you have 7 skills, dude. What do you mean 2 skills? Well, one of these is innate. One of these is a basic skill, which I got through progress. 3 of these are also talent skills, which are gotten through the progression system in the game. And then 2 of them were from cards. I should have taken the strength dice. I'll need them for the boss. No, I'm going for the win a game only claiming magic items and skills and only using magic or free skills achievement. Which is a bad idea when I'm also min-maxing, but let's just be quiet. Before the encounter, convert 1 item to experience. And yeah, there's going to be a problem once we get to the boss. But let's let's just get to the boss first and then realize how bad of a plan this was. At least, though, eliminating all like agility dice means like it's not going to matter too much. if I'm also only grabbing mana items or skills, because agility is then not going to be used for much. Anyway, Wraith. Lots of strength, of course. We can use Bull Rush to lower the 9 to an 8. Doesn't really seem like that's too much. Fairy Fire and Force Bolt can turn 2 of my manas into whatever numbers strengths I need. That one will help me. The heroic die here. Charmed Panther gives me a free 4. And really, it doesn't 100% matter because I'm not going to die from this encounter because I will not take more than 3 hearts of damage. Okay. Yeah, so we'll enter. We'll convert the item. Oh, right, because I have to convert the mana item. Oh, boy, those are 2 bad mana dice. Well, Bull Rush. Let's Fearlessness first. Anything involving rolling, we should do, like, right away. Charmed Panther, we're definitely going to get the strength for. Now, the question is, do I want to re-roll these 2 ones? Or save that for heroics if wanted? I mean, we have a 6 for the mana 6. We don't have a strength 5, but I can get a strength 5 if I were to spend these 2. But I have to somehow get enough for that 8 up there. We have a 4, something to cover that 3. This heroic is not going to be good for anything at the moment. Yeah, let's re-roll these 2 mana dice. Oh boy! The best outcome! We turned 2 1s into 2 6s. Sick. Okay then, well. What do I want to do with that, though? Let's do Shimmer Blast, I think, with that 3. Oh boy, we got a 5. Not as good as a 6, but that's fine. That covers that 5, at least. So then we can start... No, we have to cover the armor first. Okay. Which we could do by doing the 2 4s I have there, and then stick that there, there. And yeah, then I can use Fairy Fire and Force Bolt, and I'll get my 2 strengths that I need. The game is obviously broken if it didn't turn them into 2 1s. You're right, I cheated the system there. Okay, I cannot take that item. And if I'm going to convert all, or if I'm going to exile all agility dice, then this is a bad skill, so I'm going to take the experience. And that heals my poison, yay! Okay, so now I can take 2 more items and 1 more skill. Although, I lost my original item, so there's that. Spiked log, except I cannot do this unless I want to take consequences. Because I do not have strength or agility dice. I could just do the consequences. Clobber logs would be the least consequences, because that's going to amount to 7 time. 6 if I can cover the 4. Actually no, dodge logs would be the least, because that's 6 time versus 5 time. Because yeah. Do I just want to do it to get static burst? That is a nice skill, especially since we're not getting strength or agility dice through other means, really. Yeah, I'm gonna take the penalty here. Oh, I also have the heroic. I forgot about the heroic. Okay. Well, that doesn't actually do anything, but I can cover the 4, and then I can think about the 14. I have to get 12 more. Okay. I survived. Take static burst. Caliana lets you make decisions you would not normally make, such as, I'm going to do this encounter even though I'm going to fail it because the consequences are only time. Alright, this is the end of the floor. Caliana is actually really good at staying at the end of a floor because she does not take permanent damage. But you do have to be careful because when she takes damage, she spends time. When you spend too much time, you take damage. So like here, for instance, it's actually possible for me to disarm them and succeed. it would require me to roll a 4 and a 6, which, I mean, let's see. How can you do that? 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4. So that's a 5 out of 36 chance. Those are the possibilities involving the 2 dice. So it's less than 1/6 of a chance. So less than 17% that I can succeed this. Math. Actually, with a potion, it actually increases the chances that I can succeed it, but I'm not going to bother with thinking about that. Now, if I do disarm them, I will spend 3 time right out the gate. 3 time turns into 1 heart of damage. Caliana takes 1 heart, but then that turns into time, so it'll be 1 time on the door. Then, if I can't cover the 4 at all, then there will be 4 time of consequences. So there'll be 1 heart. There'll be 1 thing on the door. Spend 4 time. This is up to 5. Remove 3 of them. Put a heart on Caliana. She's at 2. Spend a time. This is down to 3. Oh no, it's a 3. I'm gonna take a heart. Okay, and then this will be down to 1. So I can actually survive this. And this gives me a mana die. I'm going to assume I can't take potions, so I'm not going to think about the mana potion. Mana potion would actually be really good, considering everything I'm doing is mana related. Actually, it's 1 in 12. You have to roll a 6, which is 1 in 6. And then 4 plus is a 1 in 12. Multiply, and it's 1 in 12. What did I do wrong? 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4. Those are the 5 ways to roll 2 dice and succeed. I think that you have to factor in... I think the way you're doing it is you're looking at 1 die and you're saying, what are the chances that one of these is a die? Or, like, so I think what you're saying, you're looking at the first die and you're saying, what are the chances of this being a 6? Wait. See, this is where probability gets silly, because it's like the probability of rolling a 6 times the probability of rolling a 4 given the first die is a 6, which... Right. But I feel like that's... Sorry. Because you can... There's 36 outcomes on 2 dice. Because it's 6 possibilities on the first die, 6 possibilities on the second die, right? So... you can just do this based on the number of outcomes that win... Which are 4, 5, or 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4. Yeah, like what Babe is saying. Which is 5 out of 36. So... Yeah, so we agree, at least, Nave and I, which means, because this is a democracy. Anyway, I will... So there's a chance I'll take only... So this is with disarming... And so it was what, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I'll survive even if I fail. So I'm just going to disarm them. I got a 6, but not a 4. But I can at least cover that 4, which will lower one of the consequences. And then I'm going to spend 3 time, take... Come again? Oh, was that... Did I mess up? Oh, you know why I messed up? I know why I messed up. Because I forgot that I took a heart... Okay. I'm an idiot here, okay? I forgot to factor in the damage as part of the 3 hearts of... Okay, let's... This is a really dumb thing. I feel mighty embarrassed now. I forgot to factor in the actual damage into my time... Or into my damage factors here. Hey, at least I can use this and get blind luck. That was the one I was missing here. Okay. Well, that I don't know how much that will help. I'm going to do this again, though. It's only 7:30, and I'm kind of upset that I'm an idiot. So we're going to do this again. Same thing. Same setup. I lost all of my nice mana skills, though, but now I have Blind Luck. Which is nice because it's a peril skill. It's not really too strong of a peril skill because it only gives me a 2 of any color, but whatever. All right. Let's try this again. Whew. All right. Yeah, I totally... So the problem was that whatever the card was, and I don't think I can easily pull it up. If I go to the menu, can I actually see the... Yeah, the card library. Well, that's not it. Encounters? And this was for the hybrid, and it was a peril. Was it dismantle it? No, it was bear traps. Okay, yeah. So I took 2 hearts of damage, which I forgot to factor in. And then I was like, oh hey, you know, I'm gonna spend 4 time. 3 of them turns into a heart on me, but that turns into time, and then I'll take another heart of damage. But I forgot that I'm already taking 2 hearts of damage, so that was a bad idea, Lude. Bad idea. Although the 5 out of 36 chance would have saved me, but I also wouldn't have learned my lesson, so that's fine. All right, so do I want to do this? There's lots of mana here, but we do have Endless Assault, Fearlessness, Fairy Fire, Force Bolt. So yeah, I think we can just do it. There is a term in poker called steaming where you get pissed that you lost and you proceed to play terribly to make up for it. And I kind of feel like I might be doing that right now because I'm upset by that bad call. All right, Bullet Rush is not going to help me. Blind Luck is also not really going to help me, although I guess I could get a mana and put that into Force Bolt or Fairy Fire. So I have 4s that I can cover those squares with. I have A4. I have Agility 6. That's nice, actually. Let's re-roll. Actually, I'm going to re-roll these 2 dice. I get a 5, which is good. So ideally I get a 6 and a 5 on strength. So I can get a 5 right now. And with Blind Luck I can turn into I can get a mana and I can get a 6 that way. This also gives me Agility 6, but that doesn't do anything for me. But there's the 5, there's the 6, and I can't cover that 4, so I will spend 1 time. That's the first time I lost with Caliana, which is also upsetting. Like, see, Caliana is now 9-1, and now I'm mad because she was flawless. And now it's going to be 10-1, or 10-0 too. Oh, man. All right. I can take Transmute, I guess. Because it is an auto skill. I am allowed to take auto skills, right? No, claiming only magic items and skills. Okay, so I'm not going to take Transmute then. Actually, did that mean I also lost the other one because I took the Panther thing? Because it's the rules say claiming only magic items and skills. So... Also, is this still hybrid? So I thought I saw all perils. Oh yeah, no, this is not hybrid anymore. Okay. We're now just pure Forest of Shadows, which is fine. Razorbark is pretty bad to find because he exiles dice. And but Caliana would survive if she were to fight it. This is a mana skill. And actually it's a good mana skill. At the cost of 6 mana, you get a 5 strength, 6 agility, 4 mana back. It says, the explicit description for Now You See Me says, win a game only claiming magic items and skills, and only using magic or free skills. Which I guess you could interpret as magic items and any skills. Well, why would they specify skills then? Well, I mean, it's possible that, you know, it's saying you can get magic items and any skills, but no potions. Maybe that's the distinguisher. I'm just going to assume that you can only get magic skills, which means I can't get any auto skills. Claiming magic skills can use free and magic skills. Yeah, so I can use my automatic skills, but when I claimed the Panther one, I also already lost. All right, so I'm going to do this. This is me steaming. I lost the strength, I lost the heroic, and that will probably hurt me. The heroic will hurt me later. But we're still going to stick to the idea of expending all the agilities against the golem. So I can cover the strength square. That was the worst, right? And my mana is pretty bad. I can reduce this by 1. Yes. It does like nothing. I could probably do it if I put all the mana in here. Yeah, I can do it if I put all the mana in there, but I think that's a terrible waste of resources. What does exiling dice do? You can see the general supply in the right-hand side, and it says 6 strength, 3 mana, 6 potions, 7 agility, 4 heroic, 8 poison. These are actually tokens. Or, well, the strength, mana, agility, heroic are dice, the potion, the poison are tokens. And the reason that these numbers aren't the full number is because some of these are out of the supply. Like, these numbers count towards the supply. Like, you really have 8 mana dice. And really it's 8 mana, 8 strength, 8 agility, and 6 heroics. But exiling removes them from the supply, meaning you cannot use them. It's equivalent to Sentinels saying remove a card from the game. So now my supply is down to 7 strength and 5 heroics, but also 8 manas, 8 agilities. So I will have fewer strengths and fewer heroics. So if I were to get Caliana up to 8 strength somehow, which I think is impossible, even if she's at level 4, because that's... Oh no, she could. She could get 8 strength. If I got Caliana to 8 strength, and I only have 7 strength in the supply, I would only roll 7 strength. Or if I use all these skills that let me roll strength dice, and I'm out of strength dice, I can't actually roll a strength die. Anyway, so I do have a reroll. I think I'm gonna do it on this one and this too, because I think that will at least improve my situation. At the very least, I am unlikely to roll a 1-1. No! I should have saved it on this 2 and the 3 is probably what he's saying, but that's fine. IMO. Maybe. Well, I can put... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter where that goes. I should have used blind luck and then re-rolled. Well, I re-rolled a 1 and a 2. How's that any different than taking a blind luck 2? I think mana is strictly better. So like if I had taken the strength or an agility, it doesn't really matter because I could still put mana into Fairy Fire and get a strength and an agility. So this 2 is not going to do anything, unfortunately. But I could get a mana 2. And then I could Fairy Fire for 5s. And I could put this in the Force Bolt. And get a Strength 5. Which... This 2 not being useful is annoying, but I think that's the best I can do. And we can take Flame Walk. Alright, that improves my situation. So since we're no longer on a hybrid deck, poison can be gotten rid of with successful poison rolls. It's a Vine Trap! And I cannot take the potion, allegedly, and the item is not mana. And I'm just going to flee for now. This at least, so this, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the card. This card does have a leaf symbol on it, which means that when I roll for resist poison, I will add 1 to my roll. which will improve the chances of me succeeding. In fact, it will guarantee that I succeed. So it's fine to leave that there. And now it's the Panther, who I can't really take anything from except experience, so I might as well do it. But if I don't get enough numbers, which, okay, I did much better this time after failing, I think, last time. I'll take the experience. That does level me up. That cures my poison. I got a heroic die, so that's good. And it's this guy who says that we cannot place heroic die on challenge dungeon boxes, and he's not giving me anything that I can immediately use except for the experience. And there's no mana on this card, but that's fine because I can flame walk easily. Actually, we should like be very fine between Fairy Fire, Flame Walk, and Force Bolt, and Blind Luck, and Fearlessness, and Heroic Die. Caliana's already invincible, he says before rolling all ones. But actually, if I roll all ones, then I can get the achievement for, what is it called? Cover every challenge box in a combat encounter after rolling too poorly to cover any one box. That did not happen here. I could Bull Rush. There we go. Fearlessness. I said, I'm going to Bull Rush, right? As Orchid said, don't forget Bull Rush. Oh, boy. So I have a 3, I guess. I mean, heroics, unless I'm going to put them into a skill, can only ever go on the main card because they can't go here. So that 6 could go towards that 5. Do I want to reroll 2 1s here? I mean, the thing is, these are mana, which I said mana is strictly better, but I guess I could put one of those in the Flame Walk, which would be a 5, 6, 4. But then I don't have enough for between Fairy Fire and Force Bolt. So I think I'm going to reroll the 2 1s. Which gives me a 1 and a 4, which doesn't really improve things that much. I could get 6s here. But I don't really need that, do I? Can still go 6 on Fairy Fire. Well, yeah, might as well do that, I guess, because that's the best number you can get. Flame Walk. That does give me a mana back, so I might as well consider that strongly. So where does that put me on dice? So I can cover the 4, I can cover the 7, I can cover the 6, I can cover the 5, I can cover the 4. Alright, I guess I'm good then. Okay. So I'll take the experience because I can't do the others. And then this guy who says spend time for each closed door. Can't take the item, can't take the skill. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. But there's only one closed door. I can't see the board. I wish there was a button that showed you the board, but whatever. I'll spend only 1 time, so it's worth fighting it. If you open this door when there's 3 closed doors other than this door, well, I guess this door's no longer closed. There's 3 closed doors, and you find this guy first, like, you explore, and then you open this door, and it's a goblin. You don't want to fight him. You might as well flee and check the other doors, because you'll spend less time. If there's 2 closed doors, it's a wash. If it's 1 or 0 closed doors, then the decision is whether you should fight it or not. Alright, we will roll. We got 2 1s on mana again. Bull Rush, which does nothing. Fearlessness. Gives me a 5. So I have a 6 for that square. So let's re-roll the 2 1s. Get a 5/2. I got something for that. This one is useless. I have 5s, which I could put it in a fairy fire and it would basically double it. Just bear that thought in mind. Now let's flame walk. Because that gives me another strength, gives me an agility. And then, yeah, I put this in the fairy fire and I'm good. Who needs strength or agility? We're gonna get to level 3 on the first floor. Spend time for each poison in the party. Oh look, another thing I can't take items or skills from. But I guess there's mana here. There's a lot of strength. There's a lot of strength armors. But my name is Caliana, and I am growing increasingly apathetic to your plight, humans. 2 mana ones! Actually, 3 mana ones. Jeez Louise. I'm just going to re-roll the 2 mana ones, because that seems to serve me well. It gives me 2 3s. Womp womp. Bull Rush. Cool. I have a strength I can put there. I don't have a mana 6. So that 6 is probably being uncovered. I do have something to cover that 4. I can put 2 3s in the Flame Walk. If I take the mana 2 there, I don't think that's going to help. I'll just put the 2 3s into there because those aren't doing me any favors. These dice aren't going to be good for anything except converting to a heroic, so let's think about that. I have a 5. I also have a heroic 5. I have to cover that 3. I could fairy fire for a 6. 2 6s. Seems like a bit of a waste. Well, no, fairy fire. I can undo if I don't want to do this, but fairy fire, force bolt. It's massive overkill though. I can't do anything with that too, though. Could use luck to get 6s on fairy fire and force bolt. Oh, that works too. Well, yeah, we'll just do this. Or do I want to do this? Because poison we can deal with in various ways. Yeah, we'll do that. Because if I level up... Actually, no, I'm going to explore, which means that I'm going to do the roll here. But, yeah, because of Vine Trap, in order to succeed, I need to roll a 1 or higher. A 0? What? Okay. Oh, hey, it's this guy. We'll enter. I'm not even thinking about consequences. I'm just going to do it. Oh my gosh, I didn't roll a mana 1 for once. Well, that's icky. This is actually one where blind luck would be amazing to get a mana 2. Oh wow, the Mud Golem. Actually, we're doing this because we're trying to get the min-maxer achievement for exiling all of the dice of any one color. And the Mud Golem is very good for exiling dice. Although there's another dungeon that is good for exiling dice, but we're not going to go there because it's hard. Actually, I went there twice and won both times, which is amazing, but... Alright, Flame Walk. If I sacrifice 2 mana dice, I get a good strength, a good agility, and a mana back. So I would lose 1 mana overall, but I would be able to cover 2 more squares. Which I think is a net gain. I think I'm going to re-roll these 2 ones. So I'm just going to... Actually, I'm going to just do the re-roll first because that will change my decisions. And, oh, geez! Wow, okay. Remember when I re-rolled 2 1s and got 2 6s and how amazing that was? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, well, we'll flame walk. What are the chances on that again? 1 in 36. Bull Rush! So... at the very least, this one can go into Force Bolt or Fairy Fire, but then I'd have to sacrifice another die. But I mean, if I sacrifice a 2, right, that would be better than putting it on one of these squares because I could cover one of those 2. But that. And then I can cover the 3. I can get a mana too, right? So I might as well do that. This 1 is such a massive waste, but I can't do anything with it. I'm gonna Fairy Fire because I'll at least get an extra die out of that. Which is also useless because I can convert this to a heroic 1, but we'll just stop a Heart of Damage then. Oh, I can actually take this skill. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll take it. Because leveling up is not going to give me a heroic, so it's not like it's going to benefit me. I can only take mana items and mana skills if I want to get the Now You See Me achievement. Trickster. Before the encounter, convert 1 heart on 1 poison on a hero heart. No, the poison! There's only 2 hearts on this, so I can't die. Let's not get confused with the time expenditure calculations again, but I don't think it's going to matter because there's only 3 time here, and I'm going to spend 1 time. Yeah, so we'll be fine. I'll enter a lot of armor. Yeah. But don't worry, because I have Bull Rush! Wait, that did nothing! No! Alright, Fearlessness. Beautiful. Let's re-roll the 2 1s and get 4 6. Man, if only I had rolled that 4 6 earlier, I would have been in a better situation. Oh well. I have a 4 and I have a 6 on mana. I also have 2 agility. Whoa! How did this happen? That's cheating. I have a 5. Probably better for there though. Spend 2 mana to roll a strength and agility and discard 1 of them. And then Flame Walk, so I have 6 there. Blind Luck gives me a 2 of any color. Probably better at this point to actually get a strength 2, I guess. This 5 is not doing anything though. Alright, we'll Flame Walk. We'll roll you. I think it's actually better to discard the 2 and then use the 2 agility 5s. No, but I also have this agility 6. Poop. Okay, fine. The 2 can actually cover a shield, so it's not that bad. These are just going to convert to something. Can I cover everything now? Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Mana! Now I'm going to stay on the floor. Add poison to the consequences for each 5 die on this card. No mana. 3 experience levels me up. Which actually will cure me of a poison, I guess. Lots of strength, lots of agility, no mana. 0 hearts, but that's canceling. We're gonna be smart. It's canceling 3 hearts. Which means that when I spend 3 time, I die. Okay, well, now that we're painfully aware of the consequences, do I want to do this? I feel like we could probably do it. Honestly, I'm like, I feel like because we're Caliana and we have lots of auto skills here, we could probably do it. Fearlessness, blind luck will at least give me, I mean, I guess the 2 isn't going to cover anything this time, which is unfortunate. But Flame Walk gives me a 5 and a 6, which will cover 2 of those squares. Ironically, the worst consequences are on lower numbered dice, which is weird. Fairy Fire would give me 2 6s if I spend 6 mana. I do have Aid. Yeah, I'm going to do it. This is going to be the decision that costs me game number 2, but we're going to do it. Oh, good. 3 mana 1s. Great. Let's do the roll. Let's re-roll the 2 manas. Okay. Bull Rush. Flame Walk. And then Adept. Oh, that's tragic, actually. Because neither of those will do me anything. I'll discard the 1, because the 2 can convert to a heroic at least. Might as well get a 2 mana, because I can put that towards Fairy Fire. So let's get a heroic here, and then let's just try to focus on the worst dice. And then let's see where we currently stand as well. So I need an agility 3 at the least. And I need 3, 4, 3. So I don't need 2 big numbers to do this, because I do have like a heroic 4 here. And I can get 2 4s with these. And then I can get a strength here. And then I got the heroic. There we go. However, there is a 5 on this card. But I'm going to level up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whee! Anyway, alright, Vine Trap. Is this still a bad idea? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Or, well, if I dodge vines... Let's be careful. I have to actually be careful after we learned last time. If I dodge vines, I roll 2 dice. I can actually blind luck, but that probably isn't going to help me unless I roll a 5-4, which is a little easier to accomplish. But assuming I outright fail and I can't do anything, let's do the worst case. I'm going to spend 1 time for dodge vines, 1 time for this consequence, 3 time for here, and then 1 heart, which turns into time. But I'll have 1 damage on Caliana, and I'll have spent 6 time. So that will remove from the door twice. Caliana will take 2 hearts of damage, which will put 2 things on this door, so she will survive. Famous last words. Also, because if I stay on the floor, I'm going to spend 2 time. Oh boy, no, that's not going to work then. Because there's going to be 2 time on this already, which kills it. Because then there's 2 time on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be at 8. Remove 2. Yeah, we're not going to bother. All right, I'm descending. I almost made another bad mistake. Okay. Skip the use heroic feat step. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Again, no mana item, no mana skill, so I guess I will take the experience, but we can do this. I can actually use Bull Rush for once. That's a decent mana roll. Bull Rush. Fearlessness. And let's Adept. Oh boy. I'll reroll the 2 1s. Okay. I don't think that 2's gonna help me too much, so I'll put that into Flame Walk. So I have a 6 that I want to keep. I have to have at least a 4. I guess that's a little better. That's not as big of a priority, but we can do this. We have enough for that. Actually, we're done, right? Yeah, we're done. That 5 really wanted to be a 6. I can't take those. I'll take the experience. Contain. We can contain. Yeah. I did. Oh, I know I did good. Okay, we got a 4, we got a 5, and we have enough to cover the 9. And now I can take the mana die. Can stabilize aura for the experience, because that's all I can do. I'm so used to having balanced stats that it's kind of weird to be like, all right, well, is there mana here? That's all I care about is the mana. It's so weird when it's like, well, I'm low on strength. I want to take the agility die. Nope, can't do it. We're going to get lots of potion tokens, though, because we're going to level up beyond level 4 many times. Dice may not be re-rolled, which kills Endless Assault. Whatever. I'm not going to die. There's only 3 hearts on this card. But those 2 1s are going to stay. I do not have a mana 2 to put into Adept, though. Unless I sacrifice the 3, but that's possible. I have 6s I can put into Fairy Fire and Force Bolt. That's cool. Well, I guess Flame Walk's also a consideration. And then Adept. And then I have this floating 4. Strength is low. Let's take a chill. Yeah, I know what I kind of phrased that weirdly. Blind Luck for mana 2. Yeah, that's also a thought. And I guess, yeah, if I already have all the others covered, I might as well. Yeah. Wait. Nope, I did the wrong color. Never mind. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing here. Oh, man. All right, well, I guess I'm discarding a 1. Because that 4 has a purpose. Bull Rush! I'll Fairy Fire. Gives me things. The problem is, I guess we'll just put a 4 there for now. And we'll change my mind later. Oh, we do still have Flame Walk, though. And then Force Bolt. There we go. Experience. And now I'm at level 4. So 7 items, 5 skills. We're currently at 2 skills. Please be a mana skill. No! Also, tragedy. I don't think I even want to bother with this. I'm just gonna flee. Bull Rush the boar, which is charging at you. Unfortunately, the universe didn't explode. Okay. Well, this is also annoying. I can take the mana item in heart. Whatever. You're weird? No, you're licky. You're not weird. What weird? Okay. You can also put 2 1s into Adept, fun fact. I don't know if that's better or worse. I mean, I am kind of loaded on mana dice here, but no one here is weirder than I. Bull Rush! Yes! Alright, Bull Rush! Alright, good. Yeah, I'm gonna put the 2 1s into here, and I'll save Endless Assault for maybe an agility die or a strength die for once. Well, oh boy, this is actually tragedy because that 6 is funny, but I don't have agility squares here. But I could save it for a heroic, but that will cost me a strength later on or something. Actually, I could save the 6, and then with Fairy Fire, I can turn that agility 6 into a heroic 6, right? So I'm going to discard the 2. It has a purpose. Flame Walk. Now I have a 4. So Fairy Fire and Force Bolt to get a strength. And then wait, I don't have another 6. Oh, because of Flame Walk, right. Ah. Jeez. Well, it's not bad though, right? Because we have 5s. Yeah, we're good. Oh, hey, yeah, there's this square, by the way. I forgot about this one. It's okay. I could just get my heroic and then blind luck. Oh, boy. All right, there we go. Yay! Actually, here's a thought. You don't normally discard one of these cards, but you could if you wanted to. But none of these are mana seals, so it doesn't matter. I will just keep them. Hello, I just fought you. And now you're giving me nothing I can take, because I don't think I could even take this auto skill. But I can take the experience, which will level me up and will heal a poison and give me a potion token. I mean, potions are nice, I guess. Okay. Fearlessness. Since Bull Rush. Since I don't have 2 1s, I guess I'll take a 2 into here. Okay, this decision is slightly easier. I can at least use the strength too. Save the 4 if I can. Although I guess Flame Walk gives me a 4 anyway, but whatever. So much mana, yeah. That's what happens when you can only take mana dice and mana skills. Flame Walk. Fairy Fire. Force Bolt. So where does this put me now? A little tragic there. But we're good. Are we just going to ignore that one die deciding the laws of physics don't apply to it? Which one? I didn't notice it if it was a cool thing. Yeah, convert. All right. Oh my gosh, I want skills, damn it. Is it even worth fighting? The agility die that ended up as a 2 just rolling every which way. Oh, right, because the one from Adept. Yeah, it kind of went everywhere, didn't it? Yeah, I remember now. That was fun. Bull Rush! They ignore the laws of probability, so physics is just nothing special at this point. Blind luck, I guess. Oh no, I have to discard something. Well, okay, instead of doing that, then let's flame walk, because I'll lose one of my mana that way. Then I can blind luck for the 2 that I can put into Adept. Gives me a 4 and a 6. Well, the 4 is nice. The 6 is even better, but I'm also going to get good numbers from Fairy Fire, and I need more strength. The title of this YouTube video better be Bull Rush. Congratulations, Licky, you win the prize! We were having a contest on naming YouTube videos. I think we talked about like 2 weeks ago how bad I am at naming videos, and we decided to hold it to the viewers, and that didn't end up happening anyway, but there we go. Do I want the 6 or the 4? This is like annoying because I can cover, like if I take the 6, I can cover all the agilities, but if I Fairy Fire, I'm also going to be able to cover all the agilities, or Fairy Fire will also cover all the agilities for me. And I need more strength. But on the other hand, if I Fairy Fire, I get an extra 6 that can turn into Heroic, but then just like I need to start getting images on hand for like things, because I'm like, there's this meme about like this woman who like is like looking around, and in front of her there's random math as she looks around. That's my thought process right now. Oh man. Well, this is the last. Oh, I still have Endless Assault. Never mind. I was gonna say this is the last roll, but Endless Assault is a roll. I'm gonna take the 4 because I don't really need the 6 as much, do I? Although I guess I do kind of need to be careful of putting 5s on this card, but if I get a 6 there, it's not going to matter. The 5 can go there, the 4 can go there, there's a 4 here. Boom. And my mana is just all over the place here. It's a waste, but I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to super waste the mana. Actually, let's not do that. I'll to force into that because I can save a number. Take that. Okay, so... and then I have to cover that. Avoid putting 5s on this card, please. That's a 5. There we go. All right, everything's covered. I spent so much time thinking about it for a decision that didn't matter. Do I want 9 mana dice? Bear in mind, I'm only on the 2nd floor, so there's another floor after this. So like conceivably, I could convert one of these into experience instead of doing the thing. Swap it for the 4 experience for leveling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that instead. Do I want to do the bramble field for fun? I mean, I can't lose, right? I mean, well, I guess because there is poison on here, so it will affect me later. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. No. There's 2 hearts there. Oh, no. Descend. Okay. We're still trying to get to the boss so I can get the achievement for excelling all the things. Alright, a 2 is barely enough. Let's get mana skills. Hello, sir. Do you have mana skills? No? Well, phooey. Convert 1 poison on a hero to heart. Okay, that's fine. I don't have any poisons. Bull rush! Adept. I don't need the agility. But that 1 isn't doing me anything. Literally nothing. Although, well, actually no, let's not do that. I can re-roll this one. Whatever, it's something. It's something. Flame walk. And then let's try to keep a 6 for that. Actually, I also need 4s for these. But I could put 1 of 6s into something, and then kind of a waste, but I could also put this 6 in there. But I might, if I'm gonna put a 6 in there, I might as well use it straight up, right? Why am I so dumb? Never mind. I'm gonna put a 6 into here to get a strength 6. Good idea or best idea? Yeah. Man. I'm just gonna take a 2. Whatever. A strength 2. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 2. Yeah, of course. Blind luck gives you a 2. Duh. Oh, jeez. Well, I do have lots of these. So it's not an issue, right? Yeah, we have everything covered. And I'll take the experience. Whee! Oh my gosh, it's a mana skill! It's Excuse me, I got so excited. I choked to death and died. But I have to suffer consequences here, and that's a lot of varieties of consequences. First off, can I survive? Well, there's lots of poison. And then he died. There's lots of poison. Evade thorns would actually be less consequence-y. Mana overload. Yeah, I want to use my mana, but I can't in a peril. I mean, I do have lots of aid, I guess. So no matter what I roll, I can cover the armor, and then I can cover something else. There is 1, 2, 3 hearts. If I evade thorns, there's 1, 2, 3 hearts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 time plus the 3 from the hearts, 7, whatever. 1 or no wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hearts, 7 time. Yep, and then the 3 poisons. Yeah. Oh, I have 2 agility. Right. Duh. Blind luck. Wow. I can actually aid, and then that will cover that, and that's strictly better than the 5 and the 6, right? I keep thinking I only have 1 heroic die, but that's actually very false. I have 2 heroic dice now. But yeah, this is strictly better. So I'm going to aid to do that. Now I take 1 poison. Actually, if I were to aid enough times, I could probably also cover this 6. But I would have to increase this 4 to a 6, which would be 4 uses of aid, and then those would be increased to... Yeah, I could actually cover that 6 if I really wanted to. Wasting every single one of my potion tokens just to avoid another poison. And a time, I guess. I don't think that's worth it. But I have another mana skill, finally. Mana skill, mana skill, mana skill. Mana die. Which I don't need. Plus I can't get too easily. The experience is something, I guess. Oh yeah, and also I forgot that the Mudlands thing says if there's poison, add 2. Yeah, so there's an extra 2 time. But that's okay, because it didn't kill me. But it could have killed me for the end of the floor, but it didn't, so that's fine. Right? I should do it? Yeah? I mean, why? I'm getting experience. Well, it's too late now. I mean, I have 10 dice here, and I'm not afraid to use them. Watch the stream or sign 57 pages of rental lease. You should definitely watch the stream. Plus, I have another 2 here. Except I have to discard a die to get it, so never mind. I'm done. I would really love to take the auto skills, but I can't. Or I could, and I don't know, but I'm interpreting the rules literally. I think I don't even want to bother with this because this is pointless. Just a lot of consequences. But it will allow me to succeed the poison roll, which is a plus. I'm going to find out after the stream that you actually could take the potions and you could also take the auto skills and it wouldn't have broken anything. But oh well. This is also pointless. I could fly over easily. Well, I guess I could take the experience, right? Yeah, experience. I didn't get a 4. Potion. How am I only at level 4 still? I should be at level 19. I'm just not going to bother. Let's see what this one is and hope that has a mana skill that I can use. Nope. Alright, we're done. We did our very best. Now we're going to fight the boss. Exile 4 dice. I'm going to exile this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, that's not a good mana roll. Are you kidding me? That's decent, at least. I'll put 2 into Adept immediately. Discard the 1. I can't do anything with that. Bull Rush! I'm gonna re-roll the 2 1s. Hoping to get a 6. I did. All right. So the 6s can cover the rightmost squares. There's a 5. And then there's other things. Other things to consider. Well, the strength is going to go there because there's no other purpose for the strength right now. I can put 2 and 3 into Fireball. But I also want to get 6s for Flame Walk, and I guess I could do that this way. This will give me a 4 back, which is a bit inefficient though for Fairy Fire and Force Bolt, but I can also Blind Luck to get a 2, and then the 4 from Flame Walk can go into Fairy Fire. Bearing in mind I do also want to cover the 21 at some point, but why is that 5? Oh, right. Actually, so I can pull this 3 out and convert it if wanted. But obviously I want to do those at some point. And ideally, I also cover this, which I presently cannot do. Is there a way to do it? Well, those are 6s. Those are 6s. If I spend time, I actually exile a die instead, which is fine because I want to lose dice. I'm just thinking because I could like take that away, right? And then convert this, and that will cover that. I could also aid though, but I will survive this. And then I'm not actually exiling dice. Never mind. I thought that dice would be exiled. Okay, whatever. Min-maxer unlocked. Fun fact, I can actually undo at this point, right? I can undo and still have the achievement. That's cheating. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to legit do this. But now that I rolled, I can't undo. No more agilities. Fearlessness. So Flame Walk and Fairy Fire are less potent because I have no more agilities. Also, Adept is not as good. Actually, what happens here? I roll 2 dice, but I can't roll the agility, so I roll the strength, and I have to discard the strength? Oh man, that seems poor. I'm not going to use Adept then. I just have to cover what? The first 3 times a heart is covered, so I can sort of ignore a 5 and a 6, but no more than that. Actually, I could ignore a 5 and a 21 even. But I have to cover enough to cover the other ones, so I have to make sure I can cover that. Actually, I could even ignore that 5 too, because I just have to do 3 damage, which is what 21 does. But I have to cover at least one of those 5s, and that has been done. I can cover that 6. And I have to cover this 6 as well, but what's a way of doing that? Cover the 5 agilities on one of the big boxes. Cover the 5 agilities on one of the big boxes. That's what she said. But I can't take too much damage. That's the next consideration. So I can only take up to 3 damage. So if I ignore this 5 and this, like if I ignore this agility 5 and this strength 21, I just have to cover this agility, or I also have to cover this. But yeah, so this is covered here. If I ignore this agility 5 and this strength 21, I just have to cover this mana 21, this mana 6, which I have, and this strength 6, which I could probably just do by conversion. And then the 21 might already be done inefficiently. Well, that would do it as well. And then I can convert to a 6 there, and then I don't take any damage. because it's 1, 2, 3 hearts. The first time 3 hearts you would take, blah, blah, blah. And that is also 5 skulls, which will kill the mud golem. Achievement unlocked. Now you see me. All right, we did it. We won a game only claiming magic items and skills and only using magic or free skills. And we exiled all of the dice of any one color. Aha. That was fun. Nice, different way to play the game than usual. After making a terrible mistake that ruined everything. But we do have 12 circles. So we filled out everything on aggression. So I might as well put this into crafty because I can use that. Durability on Caliana is not going to do anything. It doesn't stop her from losing the game if she takes too much damage. So I guess this then turns into something, filling up another focus. And healing on Caliana is also a waste because I guess starting the game with an extra potion can do something, but healing a damage does nothing. So we're going to ignore that. We have 6 check marks remaining, so we could just fill this, I guess, on something that we could use. And I'll just throw this towards the dungeon talent or dungeon focus for the knowledge talent, because someone said rolling a heroic die on boss fights is incredibly useful, which, I mean, yeah, it is. But I did it another way. Actually, we basically used all of these skills to great effect, which is nice. Endless Assault we used a lot. Blind Luck we used mostly to get a mana to convert to something else, which was awesome. Fearlessness, obviously rolling the extra heroic is great. And Bull Rush we used in every encounter. Or every combat, rather, because you can't use it in perils. But yeah, we used it in every combat, even if you didn't need to. Which, I mean, there is a combat encounter that if you use a skill, you spend 1 time, so you don't really want to use it there, but that isn't in Forest of Shadows. All right, so we got those achievements. We can actually cross those off the list. I don't actually have... Oh, no, I do. Now, I tend to cross things out in a weird way, and you'll see why in a second. That one. So you're not really going to be able to see this. Actually, if I go full screen, webcam. Hello. Can you read that? You might be able to just barely read that. I highlight things when they're crossed out. Sorry, I'm trying to like... Let's back it up, though. I can't actually see the screen. There, I guess that works. The way that I cross things out is I highlight them because I like to be able to read what I did in case I want to know what I did. But that is the list of achievements that I have left to do. And so, yeah. So that game that we did, doing it only claiming magic items and skills and only using magic or free skills, we're going to do that again with strength later. And then we're also going to do that a 3rd time with agility. Maybe not necessarily in that order. There's also one for winning a game without claiming a skill. Actually, I miswrote this because I think I have this written twice. But one of them is supposed to be without claiming an item as loot, and the other is without claiming a skill as loot. So that's also going to be fun. There's lots of secret achievements for losing a game in various manners. So, like, doing that one is going to be tragic because you actually have to lose, and when you lose, you can't undo. So I can't just lose for the sake of getting the achievement and back out. But, they are interesting ways to lose, like losing a game by converting an item that gave health into experience and therefore having too many hearts on your hero. We're going to do that someday, but not tonight. It is 8:35 though, which is a bit late, but we lost the first game because I was dumb. I made up for it by earning 2 achievements at once. But now it's time for the Sentinels part of the stream, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm also going to change the game to Sentinels of the Multiverses. Boom. Okay, so we are trying to do all of the hero and villain combinations for the Oblivion heroes. And last week we did Baron Blade and Luminary, and actually we only did half of it because we did Baron Blade with Heroic Luminary, we did Mad Bomber Blade with Heroic Luminary, but we didn't do it with Base Luminary. But the other ones we still have to do. I'm just going to organize this by expansion so I can see them all at once. But we already tackled Akash'Thriya. We already tackled La Comodora. We did Luminary last week. So it's between Harpy and Lifeline. And Harpy also, this week, Darkwatch the Harpy was released. So I think in the spirit of Darkwatch Harpy being released this week, we'll do a Darkwatch Harpy game versus Matriarch. And then the other heroes will just file in behind her. Do we want to do Base Luminary or Heroic Luminary? I'm going to do Base Luminary because I want to keep devices out. Or not keep devices out, but get more devices out because some of the birds will target the ones with the lowest, which will help deal with damage. Let's also do an environment that we've not done from the expansions. I don't remember which ones we did do, though. I think we did Mordengrad with Baron Blade for sure. And I think we did Fort Adamant with La Capitan. And I feel that we did Nexus of the Void with Akash'Thriya. So it's between Champion Studios and Maerynian Refuge. Refuge? Refuse? Maerynians refuse to cooperate. We found out her unlock condition recently, and by we, I mean other people. Indeed. So, if you did not know her actual unlock condition, this is what it is. Defeat Advanced Gloomweaver in the Realm of Discord with the Harpy on the team. Flip all control tokens to Avian, then all to Arcana. So actually, now I know what they're called, because it says here. After that, they must remain all Arcana until the end of the game. The Harpy must destroy at least one villain relic and may not be incapacitated. Cool stuff. Right, so back to the environment decision. Champion Studios versus Maerynian Refuge. Let's do Maerynian Refuge because birds... Or is that going to be better with Lifeline? No, let's do Maerynian Refuge. We'll do Maerynian Refuge. And since it is 8:30, I'm just going to play a standard game because I've been playing a lot of standard games lately, but reasons. Matriarch versus Darkwatch Harpy, Akash'Thriya, Luminary, Lifeline, and La Comodora in Maerynian Refuge. Refuge would be pretty nasty with Matriarch. Well, that's great. This world wanted me to bow and scrape for approval. Pathetic that you chose the path most traveled. Lillian, what did Robert Frost ever do to you that made you mistreat him so? All right. There we go. All right. Darkwatch the Harpy has Ancient Tome, Harpy Hex, Tenuous Focus, an Uncontrollable Flock. Akash'Thriya has Instantaneous Maturation, Strangling Roots, Verdant Explosion, and Vitalized Thorns. Luminary has Brilliant Inventor, Consider the Price of Victory, Regression Turret, and Repair Nanites. Lifeline has Alien Arcana, Calculated Actions, and Haunting Memories. La Comodora has Run Aground, Ship Shape, Timeless Treasure, Weigh Anchor. And, I don't remember. I think there was someone talking about in the comments a combination between Ship Shape and Weigh Anchor, which I don't remember what it was, but it was something about how all the cards in your deck could be made to be equipment cards, and then Weigh Anchor would play your entire deck, but I do not remember what the combo was. All right, so Matriarch, for those of you who don't remember her, Whenever a foul card is played from the villain deck, the top card of the villain deck is played. Whenever a foul card is destroyed, the hero with the highest HP must either destroy one of their equipment or ongoing cards, or the Matriarch deals them 3 psychic damage. When the villain trash is shuffled into the villain deck, the Matriarch flips. When she flips, she still plays cards when a foul card is played, but whenever a foul card enters play, the Matriarch regains 3 HP, so when she flips, she heals fast. Whenever a foul card is destroyed, the Matriarch deals the hero target with the lowest HP 1 psychic damage, which will actually be pretty good when those are just seasoned devices. When the villain trash is shuffled into the villain deck, the Matriarch flips. So it would be nice, I guess, but you also don't want her to flip. Also, whenever a foul card enters play, the Matriarch regains 3 HP, so Dark in Disguise becomes pretty terrible. Caspit's Playground. Oh yeah, I guess, because that would turn all ongoing cards into equipment cards, indeed. So we'll just start the game. Mask of the Matriarch. And then you are foul. Foul. One shot. Deal each non-villain target 3 damage, but first, domain. So only 2 fouls. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We do have enough for Ancient Tome because it's 3 or more controls. Bear in mind, my base power flips a control token and lets me play a card, so Harpy Hex is going to be immediately great, though. An uncontrollable flock. We can actually control a lot more easily with Darkwatch Harpy. Alright, so these files we do want to consider. This card deals each hero target except the hero target with the lowest 1. This card deals the hero with the highest 2. So Building of Rooks is only 2 damage. Unkindness of Ravens is 1. Too many things. So that's probably worth taking out, even though Carrion Fields and Matriarch will react. I guess technically Carrion Fields and Matriarch are worse than Unkindness of Ravens, but things. I mean, actually the priority is Mask of the Matriarch anyway. So we're going to Harpy Hex first, for sure. And then we're going to base power in some direction. Tenuous Focus, flip a Arcane, or Arcana, I guess we found out. Draw 2 cards, reveal the top card of your deck, either play or discard. If you discard it, flip 1 Avian token. Basically, I want to flip tokens, right? Or I guess not necessarily. This will deal 1 damage. I could also play a card. Yeah, so we'll let's flip a bird because we like flipping birds, right? And the mask is the immediate priority. Tenuous Focus. Mask is the immediate priority. We draw Ancient Tome and Conjured Aura. And the top card of my deck is Ancient Tome. I have 2 of those in my hand, so I might as well. The tokens are actually called Jeremy for green and John for blue. I like that. That sounds fitting. Instantaneous Maturation. I can get any seed I want. That might actually be useful because we could get the damage reducing one. When this card is played, select up to 3 targets. Reduce damage dealt by those targets by 2 until the start of your turn. So we can lower Carrion Fields and Matriarch. We could also stop Building of Rooks from dealing damage, I guess. Strangling Roots. And I guess Unkindness. Well, yeah, I guess Unkindness of Ravens would be more potent because it would reduce more instances of damage. I will play a card, I think. Verdant Explosion will give me the tree. I want the tree. Destroy any number of primordial seeds. When this card is destroyed, if you destroy an environment card or a target with 3 or fewer, that will destroy a foul. Right, yeah. That's what I've noticed is that I've tended to leave her on more Arcana because it feels like Arcana lets her do more things, but Avians do more damage also, so yeah. It makes sense that I would be on Arcana most often because this is the strategy stream. And I like to channel my inner John. Don't want to destroy this and destroy a bird. It feels like a massive waste. But do we have instances of damage? Hey, we could do that combo we talked about last week, where we could play a calculated action to play a calculated action and draw 3 cards, and then have another play. Yes, that might be happening. You don't have things. Yeah, we don't really have instances of damage dealing too much. So I'm just gonna destroy the Strangling Roots, take out the Building of Rooks, and then things don't actually happen. Akash'Thriya took an instance of damage. Oh, darn. And now, let's see. Here's one of my trash, right? Yeah. Strangling Roots, duh. Or no, actually, no, let me back up. Because it's a bit better to do the one for my hand, because one's for my trash. We have means of doing in other ways. So let's put a Strangling Roots there, after all. Alright, let's heal Thriya. And this is the Harpy show, so we'll heal Harpy. Alright, I could Regression Turret. This will do 1 instance of damage. I guess we kind of want to... That's not going to be too useful. It is annoying. I might not be able to take out the mask unless Lifeline draws something awesome, but I'll just put out Regression Turret, and then I'm going to provide even more damage reduction. What difficulty are we on? We're on Standard. You know where Harpy's really fun? On whose turn is it anyway to use? Alright, calculated action! To play, calculated action! To draw cards! Well, that is an instance of damage dealing, and a hero other than Lifeline may use a power. What can we do with that? We have lots of token things, but they don't work out of turn. You don't have a thing. You could Regression Turret for an instance of damage. This will provide an instance of damage. Guess we're not getting too many instances of damage after all. I'm going to put out Terminarch's Casing. And I'm going to give a card draw to Comodora just in case. I don't think that really helped. Well, this card is amazing, though, because we can use this to get the whatchamacallits, the things. I can't remember their names. Cohorts. You can use it to move the cohorts out of the villain trash so that they can't summon each other. In fact, we can use it to control her deck after a certain while. But for now... Alright, we're going to weigh Anchor and hope to get lucky. Ongoing limited. That wasn't it! Oh well. Alright, we did not manage to take out the mask this round. I like instantaneous maturation. You like how Fnatic looks in Timeless Treasure. Hurricane Shield. So, whenever a non-environment target enters play, deal it 2 projectile damage. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! All the fouls are dead! Whenever a target will be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2. Anyway, Timeless Treasure. It is yours. It always has been, just not a you that would seem familiar to this you. Interesting. All right, here is 0 damage. Foul! Dead. No damage. And no damage. All right, this is a good round to do Strangling Roots on. Well, okay, maybe not necessarily. We have to see how many fouls come out. I'm expecting 20 Darkened Skies now. There's a foul. So, all right. I'm just going to confirm Hurricane Shield this turn. And then I'm going to hit Choose For Me this turn. And then I'm going to hit Choose For Me this turn. Because with an update, that's actually a while ago now. We can actually do these things, which will make the Matriarch a better fight. Oh, hey, there's a cohort. And then a foul. Oh, no! Oh, no! 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 This was a bad time for that. No! Well, that happened. Remember when I said we wanted to get both of the cohorts out of the trash, or put one cohort in the trash and then remove it from the trash? Well, it's kind of very difficult when both are out at the same time. Thank you, Mask. Thank you. Well, all right. So it's come to this. What can I do here? I can't actually do... I don't think I have irreducible damage anywhere at the moment. Do these heroes actually have irreducible damage? I feel like someone has to have irreducible damage, but I don't remember who or... Oh, right. No, Comodora does. And when I said, all right, no, I meant, yeah, no. No, yeah. Yeah, no. Rig Teleporter does... is that the only instance of irreducible? Oh, no, 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 no. Here's irreducible damage. All right, there's some. It's going to be very difficult to pull that off, though. So this is going to get tough. So this flips tokens, which lets Harpy Hex trigger, but this is only 1 damage. Blocks care. If I keep Arcana up, this is going to reduce damage to Harpy. Conjured Aura. Can let her flip tokens the first time she's dealt damage each turn. Ancient Tome could also play several more. Or I guess no, I could play 2 cards with Refocus, so I have 2 choices here. I'm gonna put Uncontrollable Flock and Conjured Aura out. Do I want more avians? Well, the problem is this gets destroyed if there's too many birds. This is going to flip an Arcana. I might actually want to do this in a different order. Let's do this in a different order. Let's do Conjured Aura first and then Uncontrollable Flock. Because then I could flip an Arcana. And then I can Uncontrollable Flock, and now I can have 2 birds out, so I can do 2 damages. I can't hit these guys. If I hit the Unkindness of Ravens, Matriarch hits hard, but I guess better to do it now before we lose the damage reductions, so let's just do it. If only I could have chosen the order of damage reductions there for Hurricane Shield to trigger. Oh well. Alright. Each time a hero is whenever power is used this way, this card deals itself 2 energy. I guess I could have hit this with Luminary to reduce it. And then I could use more powers. I don't know if there's anything that's immediately useful though. I guess I could have also I could flip a control token again and then I could play a card. I could play Flock's Care. Or something. Yeah, I don't think we really have 2 good powers, but let's give this to Harpy. And I want to keep that out, so we'll take out the mask that way. And now we'll play Flock's Care. Okay, and then we'll just stop there. Cultivation or Earth's Attunement. I could use that to destroy Hurricane Shield, because this is actually gonna suck if all the fouls just keep getting destroyed while both Huge and Immunin are out. So yeah, we'll just destroy Hurricane Shield, but I also have to play the top card, which is Unexpected Microburst. When this card is played, deal each target 2 projectile damage and destroy 1 hero ongoing card. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Which does 0 damage to Matriarch and cohorts, and non-zero damage to the heroes. But I can flip a bird. Is there... Don't want to destroy that. Yeah. I'll flip a bird. Bull Rush! Oh no, I forgot to Bull Rush. I don't really like combat training that much. I mean, yeah, you can prevent damage, and yeah, you can deal damage. But I want to keep all the other things. Especially because I have to keep this card out in order to be able to destroy Hurricane Shield. Because Unexpected Microburst is actually going to destroy itself. So we'll destroy Hurricane Shield, because that's probably just going to hurt more than it's going to help. Thria, rather, and Harpy. And if I deal myself damage, shuffle the environment trash into the environment deck, which will put a limb in there or something. At least that does something. Each time you draw a card, each hero target gains an HP. Discard the top card of your deck, or put any devices revealed this way into play. Yeah. And you know, I think Luminary also has irreducible damage from a Doomsday. I think. Yes. I can Orbital Death Laser a cohort, I think, is fitting. Or Luminary is a board wipe. That's actually even better. Yes. Why do irreducible damage when you could just do... I'll hit Flora here. Yeah. And then I can't hit anything else. I guess I didn't have to use that power because it wasn't going to be 100% effective, but it did hurt carrion fields, which will allow me to destroy birds a little more easily. And I can only hit carrion fields with this. If I destroy one of my devices, I can deal one target 3 fire damage. I'll take out the turret that has 3 HP to fill up my trash. Then I could actually hit something with this. And even though it's kind of a massive waste, I don't really have good instances of super damage, so I kind of feel like I have to do as much as I can to Munin as possible. So even though that stinks, and I know it stinks, I don't really have 100% good choice here. What's Enclave's tech? Good night, Andromeda Echo. Oh, wait. 6. He's just a good knock. Well, good night to you also. Also, this is irreducible. Okay. At the end of your turn, put up to 5 cards from your hand on this card. When this card is destroyed, destroy all cards. Lifeline deals 1 target, X irreducible, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way plus 1. Okay. We're probably going to be utilizing this. And since I'm probably going to be utilizing this, I think I'm going to go ahead and be a selfish Lifeline and give Lifeline 2 card draws. Oh, you're Belle. Oh my gosh, you're Bella. I did not know that. Your account used to be Bella Sorcier. All right. Cool. That makes way more sense. I pretend Loot is a Welsh name. Okay, well, Andromeda Echo, now that I know who you are, thank you for showing up. Even if you weren't Bella Sorcier, thank you for showing up anyway. I appreciate anyone's company. It is amazing to have you here with us, and have a good night, and see you around. I'm going to do damage because Lifeline doesn't need hit points, but I am going to move 5 cards. So, I'm going to keep a Harrow. I'm going to keep a Haunting Memories. I think I'm not going to utilize Cryptic Alignment too much. I mean, it could be a good damage dealing, I guess. Alien Arcana could help power up Cryptic Alignment, fun fact. But I think I'm going to ditch that. I mean, I could get these back with Haunting Memories, I think. Right? Haunting Memories says move up to 3 cards from your trash hand. Yeah, so it's not too big of a deal. We have 2 Run-Agrounds. This deals irreducible damage. Also irreducible damage. There is no equipments in my trash, though, so I got to start putting equipments in my trash. First time you discard a card, each turn you may draw a card. Or you can start trying to control things. Now let's get Timeless Treasure out, because we can provide more card draws to someone like Lifeline. What do we want? Well, we're not going to touch Luminary unless Luminary has something amazing. All according to plan is great, I guess. Brilliant Inventor could help discard cards very fast. Let's do Enclave's tech. Lifeline will take Enclave's tech back. And Comodora will take this card draw to be selfish. And then Lifeline will take the card draw because he's going to be discarding things. And 3 is going to take it because I think this is the one... Yeah, Instantaneous Maturation. So we got that card back already. Squall Guard. Oh boy, lots of things. Reduce damage dealt to the Maerynian with the lowest HP by 1. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals each non-hero, non-Maerynian target 1 melee damage and 1 lightning damage. Oh boy, that's beautiful. Is it time? No, I don't want to destroy this because I can do 6 damage to Munin, but then Hugin is like, hey, I'm going to put Munin back into the game. But I have to destroy 2 cards, which is actually sad. Alright, I'll destroy Timeless Treasure because I want to put equipments from my trash into my deck. And I think I'll just destroy Earth's Attunement because I'm going to keep all of Harpy's stuff, and I like Matriarch's Casing. Is that Matriarch's Casing? Did I just read that card right? This is Matriarch's Casing. Well, foul, foul, foul. Domain. That's the terminal card. Terminarch's Casing, that's what it is. Never mind. This is not Matriarch's Casing. Come on. Oh my gosh. I am bad at paying attention to what's going on. That's every turn deal up to 3 targets, 1 infernal damage each. Squall Guard, I mean... He's... Other than the fact that he's going to hit the fouls, he's actually nice. So as long as I can get rid of the domains, that would be fine. So let's... focus... Or not the domains, the fouls. They're both narcs. I don't want to hit the foul right now, though. That is very bad. So I'm going to stop that. I'm going to hit this domain. Swift summoning. The only card I know that exists somewhere is Lifeline's Enclave's Tech. I think I probably want to keep refocusing, but I don't. There's not really much that Harpy can do that's going to be super damage dealing. So I'll put out Swift Summoning and I'll play something. Flip a control, actually. Because then I can hit 2 targets. And a hero may use a power, and she's only going to take 1 damage. The tree, not she, the tree will take damage. Actually, so we probably want to have Lifeline do this like right now. And then we can focus fire on Hugin immediately. So Lifeline is going to destroy Infernal Detonator to take out Munin. So now, Matriarch and Hugin do not have damage reductions. So we want to hit them as much as we can. So if there's a power that provides super damage dealing, well, there was one, but it's gone now. But we do, I guess, have regression turret, but I mean, super battle drone, or saber, Sabre battle drone, because office, is going to do 1 and then 3 after it destroys something. So actually, we're probably fine with Hugin. That's going to be 4 there, 5 with regression turret. We could have Harpy. Actually, well, one of these gets destroyed with too many birds, right? Yeah. So if I play Mystical Outburst, that's actually tragic. Because, well, it's going to flip 2 controls. Or it's going to flip 2 Arcanas. He's going to do 1 damage twice. She's going to do 3 damage here. Which will be enough to take out Hugin, actually. Oh, not actually. No, sorry, it's 5. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh, it's been a long day. Well, yeah, we'll give it to Harpy. We'll do this. Oh, right, I could actually flip this and then play the card. So actually, if I do flip a bird and then I play Mystical Outburst, it's going to be amazing. This is going to do 3+1 now. So I could do 2 damage to Hugin. I guess there's still technically... I could have the Squall Guard take it out, right? It's going to do 1 and 1. So I don't actually have to do that much damage to it. Hugin by itself doesn't do anything. As long as there's nothing in the environment that's going to reduce damage, which there probably is. I honestly don't know because I've not actually played in this environment. Actually, no, because it does the thing at the start of the turn, so it's actually fine, so never mind. So, yeah, it's the start of turn effect. So, so how much was this going to do? It's going to flip 3 tokens plus 1 is going to do 4 damage. Which unfortunately is just a hair too much. Unless I undo. Let's undo, actually. Let's do this all over again. Team, whose turn is it anyway? So So use this. So I only have to hit Hugin once. And then Mystical Outburst is going to destroy Hugin, or rather, put Hugin down to the point where Squall Guard will take it out. So then I'll hit Carrion Fields twice. The one with that many. And then I'll hit this Carrion Fields. Then I'll Mystical Outburst on Hugin. Alright, now we're done because Flora's down to 1. Then I can Instantaneous Maturation to get another Strangling Roots. Because Matriarch's going to react. And actually, I could also reduce the Carrion Field, so I'm not even worried about those. But there's no... Yeah, so we'll play a card at this point. This is my play card phase, so I will play. And I don't want to shuffle, so I'll put a card from the trash or the thing. Trash. Nope, not trash, actually. I keep wanting to... Because what's in my trash? It's Strangling Roots, which is great, but... there are ways for her to move things from her trash already, so I'm just going to keep moving from my hand. I mean, there can be reasons to do that, because Strangling Roots is, you know, great and all, but... let's put Vitalized Thorns there. Get another Instantaneous Maturation. Beautiful. And let's just keep healing Thriya and Harpy. And that is not a bird. Or not a bird. Not a limb? Seed? That word? Actually, all according to plan is going to be amazing because of the vices. And that's actually all I wanted to hit anyway. Matriarch at least, because now she's not going to react when a bird is destroyed. But let's super pile up the damage here. Discard the top card of your deck, or Luminary deals 1 target 1 toxic damage. No, let's discard the top card of my deck, which happened to be Timely Disruption. Which wouldn't have done much except destroy his own stuff, but that's cool. Or I guess it could have also destroyed things. But alright. We're going to wipe the board. And then the board's going to come back. Cosmic Immolation, right? Because it's amazing, especially with Terminarch's Casing. It's now not as bad. Not that it was bad, but... Thriya wants cards. Thriya's hurting on cards. Oh boy, as the earth turns. I'm going to deal damage. Overkill, but the Carrion Fields will all be gone. Great. Do I want to control this? I could put okay, no, actually, alright. Here's what I should do. I should move the mask to the bottom of the villain deck. Now she can't bring the mask back. Great. Why did I not do that before? Good question. Might also be worth moving Fouls, because that will lower the damage of Darken the Skies, but it will result in an ultimate chain if we get too deep, but that's probably fine. Move the bottom card of a different trash to the bottom of the card's deck, and we think that doing equipments on the bottom of Comodoras is great. However, we don't have a Way Anchor. 1's in our trash, 2's in our deck, and we do have a... Or do we? Oh yeah, we do have a Run Aground, which deals irreducible damage based on the number of cards shuffled into my deck, so I don't think I want to actually touch Comodora. I could put a Primordial Seed on the bottom of the Environment deck, but that's not going to help. Well, I mean, it could. I mean, so what's the... Shuffle either 1 card or all cards from the Environment trash as the Environment deck? I don't know. Yeah, we'll just... Yeah, whatever. We'll shuffle the environment deck at some point. And now... goodbye. Softball-sized hail. The end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 cold damage. If any environment targets are dealt damage this way, destroy 1 building card. Well, there are none. And that's not gonna do anything except damage. Oh, I can flip a token. I don't think there's going to be enough to stop things from happening, but we can try to... This card's gonna get destroyed, I guess, but we will flip a bird. Foul. 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 Or cacophony. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna be damaging. Well, I mean, this card was gonna destroy itself, but if I leave it out, I can actually flip a token and save it. She's not gonna do damage because of all the damage reductions, which is nice. Oh no, she's not gonna do damage because of all the damage reductions. No, this card's gonna get destroyed anyway. All right, well that made that decision a little easier, I guess. I want that, don't I? All according to plan. We'll put it in the trash because discards. Oh, Harpy Hex. This was fun, but it's not going to really add up too much unless we get a +1 on her. This is some instances of damage, but not that much. The combo of Uncontrollable Flock and Harpy Hex actually approves both cards, but I kind of want to keep that one. I want to keep that one. So I guess which one of these cards of Harpies do I want to keep? We'll keep Swift Summoning because extra possible card plays. Oh, you actually did damage. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, it'd be really nice if I could somehow damage all those fouls before Thriya's turn, because we're going to lose a -2 by that point, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Well, okay, it could happen. We could reveal the top card of a hero deck and get something random to happen. Okay, well, we'll play that, I guess. Sorry, I'm getting messaged. Is there a way to turn off Steam sounds? Because you can probably hear that super, super loud. boy! Sorry, that was also super loud. Damn it. Hello. It's not that loud? Okay. I did tell you you were here. Yeah. I thought you were in my Discord is why I didn't say that, because I made an announcement for that. Now the highs. Sorry. Loud volume loud. I even noticed how loud that was because OBS was like, oh, this is super red. Yeah, what do I want to do? Well, okay, now we're going to swift summoning, right? That was the decision. But who could perhaps do the most? Lifeline might, because he has +2. Yeah, let's try Lifeline. That's an ongoing. Well, that didn't do it. Oh, well. Guess we could have also tackled Harpy to get huge and immune, which actually would not have done that much. Akash'Thriya is going to die if a hero uses a power this way. And I don't think it's necessarily worth it, though. On the other hand, softball-sized tail is going to keep doing 2 damage, which is annoying. On the other hand, Strengthening Roots is going to destroy an environment card when this card is destroyed. So I guess I'm not worried about softball-sized tail. I'm not worried about the fouls, I guess, at this point, because they're going to be taken out between Skull Guard and softball-sized tail about 3 times over. Harpy is out of cards for some reason. Because I kept playing cards and never realizing she needs card draw. You don't have a damage-dealing power. Comodora doesn't have a damage-dealing power. I guess it's not really a big deal if it's a damage-dealing power or something, but... I think we'll just skip this. And I think this is a good opportunity to, as the Earth turns, right? Because stop her from playing cards neuters her. There's nothing here. So we will just do base power. Lead from hand. And we'll just do the usual healing. Discard. Because it's not a bird or not a seed. I don't want birds. Birds are terrible creatures. I think I want the... Yeah, I think I want this. Because cards. Because we've had an issue with cards, as we just talked about. And then hit points. Is that going to screw things up? I don't think it is. I think softball-sized tail does 2 damage, so that's fine. Consider price of victory, discarded haste and victory. Or sorry, consider the price of defeat, discarded haste and victory. That feels oddly victorious. Oh boy! We got the orbital death laser. Oh boy! Birds are taken care of, so we're just going to focus on Matriarch. And I'm actually not going to destroy my devices because I don't really want to. I will keep this out because I could draw a card. Beautiful. I do not want to repair Leyline because that's going to heal up Strangling Roots too much, which is going to stop it from destroying softball-sized tail. Do I want another Cosmic Immolation? We've had 1 Cosmic Immolation, yes. But what about 2nd Cosmic Immolation? Let's Enclave's Tech for a random card. We got Orphic Repository, the best card. Deal X targets 2 infernal damage each, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way +1. Guess what? I could do this to damage Matriarch for 4! Which seems nice. Alright, we're getting set up now. I will deal 1 target 3 lightning damage because it is 3! The end of your turn, Lifeline deals 1 target, 1 infernal damage. I'll target Matriarch because it's 3! Alright, we just did 10 damage. That feels nice. Indeed. Just have your turn, discard a card or destroy this card. So I will discard something. I don't need 2 of those, I don't think. Someone's gonna say, you should have discarded an equipment. Yeah, I should have discarded an equipment. Let's discard an equipment because I can put it on the bottom of my deck. Like, Rudder in the Time Stream. Whoops. Actually, let's go to the start of turn. Let's discard Rudder in the Time Stream because then I could move it into my deck through various means. Actually, it's not even, I don't even want to Rudder in the Time Stream it, but I could harness the anomaly or something. Yeah, actually, we'll do that. Shuffle a card from a trash into its deck. Put the top card of that deck into play. You may draw a card. Play a card. Oh no! Your trash is empty. Damn it! Damn it! I wanted to play a random Lifeline card, but I can't. So instead, I'll play a Harpy card, and we'll shuffle one of these cards. Say Harpy Hex, and we'll play Lash of the Elements. X is the number of controls. You're at 2. You're going to deal yourself 3 Infernal. Okay, that's fine. I should have played cards better. And I don't want to hit the rest because they're just going to be taken out anyway. And I'll play a card. Right, so, yeah, we'll put out Ship Shape. Do I want to control decks now? Thing is, Horror Cacophony is a bad card. Oh, I guess we wanted to move Fouls. Yeah, we're going to move Fouls. Because then Darkened Disguise will be less potent. Although they're all just going to be destroyed eventually anyway, so who cares? Kettle of Vultures is the worst. Maerynian Refuge. There is a seed there. This is a way of getting seeds into the environment deck. I don't think order is going to matter. We are going to be taking damage. But that's fine. I'm just going to do that this turn. I could have reduced the damage by 1 if I had played a different card with Luminary, but that's fine. Let's not hit Lifeline, I think. Reduce damage dealt by weather effects by 1. No! 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 We were supposed to be the one that saved us, not the one that brought us down. Oh, well. It's not actually too big of a deal. The softball-sized tail turned into tennis ball-sized tail. Oh, right. Reduce damage. Wait. Who's doing what? Reduce damage dealt to the Maerynian with the lowest HP by 1. So I could have controlled this better? No, actually, I don't think it would have mattered. Yes, you are the lowest. I think you're fine. Whatever. Yes. Storm Speaker! Softball-sized tail is now nothing! All the hail has melted. Flip a bird, draw a card, use a power. No, Huge and Immune. I want Huge and Immune. Because reasons. I'm going to Swift Summoning on myself. No, I'm going to Swift Summoning on Lifeline. Deal myself damage, either play 2 cards or draw 3 cards. Yeah, that's okay. That's calculated action. I don't have another one. Move up to 3 cards from my trash. There's nothing in my trash. Shoot! No! No! We've had 1 cosmic immolation, yes, but what about 2nd cosmic immolation? Repair Leyline twice. No, I'm going to do 2 cosmics because I'm weird. I'm weird. It's actually the best time to do this out of turn. Excuse me. So that had me draw a card because I played an ongoing. I totally just forgot what that card was. Alien Arcana, I guess. Okay. Discard the top card of each deck, put the top card of one trash into play. Yeah! Yeah, Leyline shift. We're gonna Leyline that shift. What does this give me? Matter Manipulator. That's not really going to be too useful. Future Tech Gun out of turn isn't too useful. Plus, I want equipments in my trash. At the end of return, deal damage or something. Play that card. No. Conjured Aura. You now have 3 birds, so it's just going to destroy itself at the start of your turn. Brilliant Inventor is good. Maerynian Lightning Dome. Reduce lightning damage dealt to all targets other than the target with the highest HP by 2, but increase lightning damage dealt to the target with the highest HP by 1. Is there someone that can deal lightning damage? I have no idea. I feel like there should be lightning damage in this deck. There is. Backlash Generator. Hasten Victory. Well, that's cool. We're not going to do Murder of Crows because this reacts... Oh, no, it's when it's played. Okay, so it's not necessarily... It's putting into play, but that doesn't help at all. I think Brilliant Inventor is the win. Gives me Disposable Defender. Sabre Battle Drone. I'm going to keep calling it Sabre because The Office. And I don't have the thing that reacts to flipping, so I'm just going to deal 2 damage. Can we destroy the Matriarch this round? Is that a tall order? Okay. Yeah, we could have Lifeline use the power. Actually, is this at the end of your turn? No, that's fine. We're going to destroy that, which is going to forcibly deal damage to something that I don't necessarily want it to deal damage to, but I guess I could destroy a device because I guess we don't have enough cards yet. Why don't we have enough cards yet? Why don't we have enough cards in your trash yet, Luminary? Well, I guess the Sabre Battle Drones want to be able to destroy things. Strangling Roots when this card is destroyed, if you destroy a target. Do I just want to sacrifice a Storm Speaker? Do I have to hit something here? Because I'm definitely not going to be able to destroy enough devices for Luminary's Orbital Death Laser to trigger, because I don't have cards that will do it. Draw a card, move a device. Unless I somehow manage to draw the other Brilliant Inventor with Technologically Stable, I don't think that's going to work out. And even then, it might not even discard cards. We don't have another seed, right? Yeah, so... Alright, we're just going to hit the Storm Speaker because I don't think there's anything... Yeah, you are considered to have the lowest, but it doesn't matter. Too darn bad. Who... Actually, Luminary wants to use the power. Remember when I said I don't think Luminary's going to have enough? He would have had enough if I destroyed his face. Alright, let's rewind because I am bad at this game. We are going to Orphic Repository to hit Matriarch, and then we're going to hit a device. Disposable Defender is probably the one. And then Luminary is going to use his base power to devise, which discarded 2 cards, I think, because I didn't see any play icons. Yes, we can orbital death laser now. Beautiful. Instantaneous maturation is also going to happen. Whichever one deals damage when it enters play, which seems to be Creeping Mold. We're just going ham on Matriarch. We're Jeremying this. Jeremying this. This is 2 damage. Can I take out another device with this? No. So I'll just stop. I will play a card, I think. Increase damage dealt by more. Oh, I wish I had that earlier. Fine. We'll do that. Deal yourself up to X targets. 2 melee and 2 toxic. Well, we're going ham, so I might as well keep hamming. Hamming and hawing. I could take out a seed with this. Which isn't going to help, is it? No. I could take out a device with this. Except I actually want the devices to go off. Yeah, because Sabre Battle Drone is going to do 1 and 3, although I guess that's the same as 2 and 2, right? So that's not really that exciting, but yeah, we'll just stop. Discard. I don't have... Oh, no, I do move. Ah, that's not good. I don't want to move because then my orbital death laser is not going to trigger. So I'll just play a card. Disposable Defender. And then I will orbital death laser! Boom! And then boom! And then boom! And then boom! Actually, I'm quoting Luminary here. Boom! And then boom! And then boom! And then boom! Alright, so can we do this on Lifeline's turn? I don't know. We'll just unleash energy. Oh no, I dealt myself 5 damage. Okay. That is how you deal with the Matriarch. Even after you get both Hugin and Munin out on the same turn, and it seemed crazy, but we did it. It wasn't even that hard of a game, man. I mean, honestly, I don't really struggle against the Matriarch. People have issues with the Matriarch, but I've had more issues with Progeny than I have with the Matriarch, and I don't know why. Luminary, for when you want to Nova hard. This is a good day to Nova hard. Alright, so that does wrap up the stream. It is, gosh, 9:39. That was a long one. But we managed to get 2 achievements on 1 deck dungeon, and we have beaten the victory. We have beaten the victory. We have beaten Matriarch with Darkwatch Harpy in the lead. So as far as playing the Oblivion teams against their former villain selves, we still have to do Lifeline versus Deadline, and Base Luminary versus Baron Blade, Base Luminary versus Mad Bomber Blade. And then the future variants we also want to be able to utilize against their villain selves. So we get to look forward to that in the coming weeks. So if you enjoyed my stream, this is what I've been doing for the past several weeks, is play a game of 1 deck dungeon, trying to get a new achievement, play a game of Sentinels of the Multiverse with the Oblivion team to try to learn the Oblivion decks a bit better. I could do that offline, but I'm so cramped for time with schoolwork. Not schoolwork directly, but teaching work that that I haven't really had much time to play this game that much, honestly. But this is what I've been doing. You should come and watch. First Dolphin's Dive of each month will be an actual Oblivion game, a game against Oblivion. And so the next one is going to be on Friday, May 3rd. So that is the next time we will play Oblivion. So that's 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing that. Next week's a normal week. 2 weeks from now, we'll be fighting Oblivion. If you want to see more Handelabra streams, On Deck is every Monday with Pirate Savvy and Dover, a brother-sister duo that makes for a fun and entertaining stream. Every Tuesday is Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy, two of the actual people who work at Handelabra, the lead programmer and the head honcho of Handelabra. And you can get to see some content before it is actually publicly available. For instance, Aeon's End, which is in beta now, is being worked on after it's been kickstarted, and now that Oblivion has officially been released, they're going full steam ahead on that. Every Friday is Dolphin's Dive with yours truly, and you know how this works. And every Sunday is Tales from the Archive with another letdown for some storytelling Sentinels. If you have enjoyed watching these games, Sentinels of the Multiverse and One Deck Dungeon are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. You can get the physical versions of the game, and I do recommend that because physical games are fun, and you should support the main companies that made the product. Certainly supporting Handelabra, I'm sure they're going to split money with the main companies. That's part of how this process works. But physical games are also fun, and you should check those out. I don't think I have anything else that I really want to say. Be sure to tune in to Handelabra Live on Tuesday, or at least find out who the next variant will be, because variant hunting is currently a thing. And if you manage to discover, or if you're the first person, rather, to unlock the variant, and you post a picture of that to Twitter or Facebook, then you'll be put into the Sentinels Hall of Fame for unlocking the variant first before anyone else. I don't think there's really a Hall of Fame for discovering the unlock conditions, since that's more of a team effort, but you can certainly take part in that. Try to brainstorm with other people after the unlock has been discovered to try to figure out what the exact conditions are. But that does wrap up this week for Dolphin's Dive. Have a good week. I will see you next week for the usual. Thanks for watching. Where's Matriarch? That's Heroes. Here's Matriarch. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.